Cindy Harper had promised herself she wouldn't talk. Not on camera, not off camera, and definitely not on a stormy Thursday afternoon with her phone buzzing nonstop. But secrets have a way of swelling, pushing at the edges, begging to burst free. And today, Cindy felt ready to let it all spill. From the moment the Golden Bachelor Mansion gates opened that season, Cindy sensed something unusual brewing beneath the glittering chandeliers and the hopeful smiles. Mel Carter, America's favorite silver fox romantic, walked in with charm dripping off every gentle word and every slow, knowing gaze. And among the hopeful contestants, one woman always seemed to pull his attention like a magnet. Peg. Bright-eyed, soft-spoken Peg, with her polished grace and quiet confidence, seemed to float rather than walk. There was something serene about her, something that made the entire mansion fall silent whenever she entered a room. Cindy had noticed it on day one. But had Mel? That was the question Cindy found herself answering as she sat on her living room couch now, wrapped in a fuzzy robe, staring at the blinking red light of the recording app. It had been an hour since the finale aired, a finale that shocked millions. Mel had chosen Peg, sending uproar and disbelief across the fan base. But Cindy wasn't shocked at all. "Okay," she breathed into the recorder. "Here's the truth." She thought back to that particular morning in the mansion, the moment everything clicked. The women were having breakfast, the kitchen buzzing with the usual chaos, coffee brewing, mimosas popping, chairs scraping across marble floors. Cindy was slicing a grapefruit when she saw Mel step into the room. He scanned the table. He saw everyone. But his smile, soft, slow, unmistakably tender, landed directly on Peg. Not a general smile, not the polite, gentlemanly grin he gave the crowd. No, this one was different. Cindy had felt it in her bones. She'd even whispered to the woman next to her, "Oh, he's gone. Peg's the one." But secrets in the mansion were like gold. Everyone hoarded them. Nobody said what they really thought. Not with cameras rolling 24/7 and production lurking behind every doorway. Still, Cindy observed. She watched Mel's hand linger near Peg's back longer than necessary. She noticed how his eyes softened around her, how he seemed to take an extra breath before speaking to her, how he unconsciously mirrored her posture whenever they chatted. Small things. Tiny things. But love is a mosaic of tiny things, and Cindy was an excellent observer. Then came the infamous moonlight dance date, the one fans remembered for the spilled champagne, the runaway dog, and the unexpected thunderstorm. But what viewers didn't know, what the cameras didn't capture, was the moment just before the storm hit. Cindy was standing near the garden archway waiting for her turn with Mel when she overheard Peg giggling from the patio. Mel was with her, his voice low, smooth, deeper than usual. "You have this way of making chaos feel calm." Peg's laugh, warm and melodic, floated through the air. "And you," she replied, "make the ordinary feel like a miracle." Cindy felt the words land in her chest like a stone. There it was, clear as the morning sun. It didn't matter how charming the other women were. It didn't matter who got dramatic date cards, who had glowing confessionals, or who cried prettiest on camera. Peg was the one. Now, months later, with the finale aired and social media exploding with theories, accusations, heartbreak, and cheers, Cindy pressed her hand to her beating heart and whispered into the recorder, "Did I know? Yes, I knew Mel was choosing Peg all along. It was written in the way he looked at her, like he found something he thought he'd lost forever." Her phone vibrated again. Messages from castmates, notifications from fans. producers asking her to stay silent. But Cindy felt lighter than she had in months. She closed the recorder and smiled. "Let them talk," she murmured. The truth was always there. Love doesn't hide, not even on national television. And with that, Cindy leaned back on her couch, sipped her tea, and watched the chaos unfold online, knowing she had finally said what her heart had understood from the very beginning. Some endings aren't surprises. Some love stories shine too brightly to miss.